Welcome to Art Attack, the show that proves you don't need to be an expert to be a great artist. Bring your favorite art supplies and mix colors with imagination, because today you will explore creations like these. A powerful object that will give you strength. A design that will make you laugh out loud. An invisible technique to dress up your characters. A very original accessory to wear as part of the Art Attack tribe. And the fun contributions of our eco-artist, Vincent Van Coconut. Superhero adventures are the best. And it gets even more fun when you can transform yourself into a powerful character and become the hero of your stories. All you need is an Art Attack fist. Now I'm the strongest man alive! Let's learn how to make this metallic fist together. To start, we'll need to reuse a plastic bottle like this one. We need to get it cut here. And it will look like this. Now be careful with the sharp edges. And keep in mind that you should find one that is the size of your arm. This one fits me just right. Now we'll need a lot of newspaper. We'll start with the fingers. Have you ever looked at your fingers up close? Let's take a look. This is your thumb. This is your index finger. This is your middle finger. This is your ring finger. And your little pinky. Think you can make them? Of course you can. Here's how. Make a ball out of newspaper and stick it with tape. When you're done, stick it to the base of the bottle with more tape. Now we'll make the fingers. We'll start with the index finger. Roll up a page from a newspaper. Then fold it in half and use tape to help you mold it into a curved shape. Use as much as you need so that it doesn't break when you bend it. Since it is still too small, add more paper and more tape. Look! Try to make the ends round, like the tips of your fingers. Add more paper here to make the finger bigger, because it's going to be a huge fist. It should look like this. Make two more fingers of the same size, the middle finger and the ring finger. Then two smaller ones, the little finger and the thumb. Now we'll make the palm of the hand. To do so, take a page from a newspaper and make it hollow like a turtle's shell. Make another one just like it, and you will have two shells. Next, set one of the two parts of the palm, like this. Continue with the middle finger and the index finger, sticking them properly with tape. Attach the little finger next to the ring finger. Beneath them, set the other part of the palm. Finally, add the thumb. To make the top part of the hand, make rectangles by folding newspaper. Attach them here over the fingers to hold them in place. Add the rest of the rectangles until you get to the wrist, like this. See how to make a fist? Great! I can already feel the muscles of my fingers. See how the fist looks? It's very solid. More paper was added where it was necessary. Here and here. But the forearm is still too small. Let's get some more paper. To make the forearm, make strips of newspaper and stick them to the bottle until you get to the wrist. You should make them thinner as they get closer to the wrist. Attach strips on top of each other and stick them with a lot of tape. Finally, cut pieces of newspaper and stick them on with Art Attack paste, made with equal amounts of glue and water. Cover the whole piece with the mixture to make it very strong. Don't forget that it will be a very powerful fist. The fist is now strong like solid metal, even though it's made of paper. But nobody will know because we're going to paint it so that everyone would think it's made of real iron.
Well, let's get to work.
Paint the entire fist silver, like this. Since you don't need to make any details, use a white brush to paint faster. Our fist is starting to look like metal. It's going to look great. When it dries, use a black marker to make a unique design around the wrist to give it your own personal touch. If you want, you can color it black to make it look powerful. Switch to a thinner brush to have better control over the strokes. You can also use black to add some shading between the fingers. You'll see that by mixing both colors, you will make the fist look even heavier. See how good it looks? When the paint dries, grab a marker and draw some rivets. Add all the details you can think of to make it look like a real iron fist.
The metal shines and the iron fist looks indestructible.
You will be the strongest one in the neighborhood.
But what if the iron fist is not right for another mission? You can be a superhero of interchangeable fists. Look at this fist of fire to melt ice. It's made in the same way as the other one, but in this case, flames are painted to create the illusion of fire. It feels warm and nice. Oh, but now it's getting a bit too hot. Let's take it out. Whew. And if suddenly your character needs to multiply his strength by putting together stones, here is your granite fist. The stones concentrate power. Yes. Yes, I feel it. I feel the power! Now it's your turn to make fists with plastic bottles and newspaper. And let your imagination lead you in creating stories of superheroes. Yes, yes. Give me the power!
Hello, I'm Vincent Van Coconut, the strongest coconut tree on my island. Let's watch again how to make a powerful fist on the Coconut TV. Have a plastic bottle cut in half and stick a large ball of newspaper on its base. Make the fingers with newspaper as well and stick them on with tape. Attach 2 newspaper shells for the palm and add strips of newspaper for the top of the hand. Fold more newspaper and attach it to the bottle to make the forearm. When you're done, strengthen the piece with a lot of tape and cover it with Art Attack paste. Finally, color it, shade it, and outline the details. Now that I know how to build powerful fists, I'm going to become a great coconut tree superhero. I will roam the islands creating gigantic pieces of art with all the reusable leftovers I can find. Do you want to join me? Let's combine our powers to make the world a cleaner place!
If you don't believe that you can create a beautiful work of art out of just about anything, then take a look at this new work of art that Alex has created. What do you think it is? Let's see how long it takes you to guess.
Okay.
one giant picture. Did you know in ancient times, jesters were highly prized because they made palace life happier with their great sense of humor? Vincent Van Coconut would have been the best jester of them all.
You ran out of paper to draw on? In the world of art, a creative solution can always be found. You can paint on any kind of fabric, but it's better if you use a piece that no one wants anymore. Like this one. You have to stretch it tightly and it will be ready to use. The most interesting part is that we'll take advantage of its red color and make it a part of the drawing in a very special way. Check it out.
In order to paint over the fabric, you need it to be stretched tightly. To do that, place a smaller piece of cardboard over the fabric and use some tape to stick the excess fabric onto the cardboard. To stick it properly, add tape to the corners. Now it's ready for us to draw on. But first, mix some glue with water, then cover the entire surface and let it dry. What do you think about drawing a bear? This is the outline of its head. Here are its eyes, the nose. These are its cute little eyebrows. And here is the mouth with a great big smile. Since the bear's t-shirt will be red, the same color as the fabric, we won't draw it, but we'll imagine its shape. In this arm, he holds a big jar of honey.
Doesn't it look good? How the color of the fabric has been used to make the red shirt? When the drawing is ready, you'll be able to make out its shape even though the outline has not been drawn. And this effect gets more interesting as we start to color it. Watch.
We'll begin by painting some of its facial features black. First the eyes, then the nose, and the smiling mouth. Now use a darker tone of yellow to paint the rest of its face, its arms and legs. Very good. Use two colors for the honey jar, blue and purple. And the honey that spills over the edge of the jar will be yellow. Now use some extra colors to add some shiny details here on its ears, some shade on its shoulder to outline him, and some reflections on the honey jar. Did you notice that even though we didn't draw it, we can make out the shape of the red t-shirt?
The result with this invisible technique is amazing, isn't it? You can use it for anything. You just have to find the right piece of fabric to make the effect work for your creation. Look at these other characters.
Oh.
You don't even have to have the eye by shading parts of the drawing. Just leaving the space is enough to integrate the background with the rest of the figure. Here is her bow, and here is her skirt. See? And in this other drawing, we can discover his jeans with the help of his boots. Now you know the secret. Find a piece of fabric and let your imagination soar.
That's Disney.
The wind usually brings me very useful things. Yesterday, for example, it brought me a piece of fabric. I reused it and look what an interesting piece I created. Van Coconut as a young flower power coconut tree. However, I think the pattern clashes with my leaves.
Let's get it.
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
In the Art Attack tribe, all the heroes that reuse bottles, recycle paper, and reduce waste earn the pendant of the Great Art Warrior. With the power of this object, your creativity has no limits. Do you want to craft your own Art Warrior pendant? Here's what you do. First, we need some newspaper, water, and glue. You should have pieces of newspaper in a bowl of water. And it's important to let them soak for a whole day. That way you'll be able to make the paper mache used to mold the magic tooth. To protect your work surface while you do this, place a plastic sheet on your work table. That way it won't get dirty. Watch closely.
When the papers have absorbed all the water, pour the mixture into a sieve and press down on it to drain the water. When it is properly drained, add glue and mix it with your hands until you form a solid mass. It should look like this. Now we have the paper mache that we need. Grab a plastic straw and cut off a small piece. Use paper mache to make a small square like this one. Place it on the plastic sheet and put the piece of straw you cut earlier in the middle. Make another square just like it and place it over the other one, but without covering the holes of the plastic straw. Apply glue and flatten the piece to make it look neat. Then complete the figure by making a triangle, so that the piece has the shape of a tooth.
The Art Warrior pendant is already taking shape. Now what we're going to do is thread a long piece of string like this through so that you can use it as a necklace. Just thread it through here, like this, and see how easy it is? But it still isn't time to wear it. Watch what comes next.
Now we'll make the stones of the necklace. You have to make a round piece like this, place the string over it, apply some glue, and put another round piece over it. Let's review. The string, the glue, and then another round piece just like it on top. You can make as many stones as you want.
Have a look. The necklace is almost ready. It's only missing some bright colors. So get out your paints and markers.
Use a pencil first to draw the magical designs that you want. You will be the one wearing the necklace,
Oh,
so get
Disney.
inspired. The paint should be colorful, so that everyone notices your magic tooth. We'll combine this turquoise color with this bright pink. Now we'll add some white to the stones. Use a thin brush, because the pieces are very small and require a lot of detail. We'll add a little bit of black to the tooth and a little bit of yellow on these stripes. It's looking great! You'll see that it will be a necklace like no other.
What are you waiting for? Go out for a walk wearing your Art Attack necklace that you designed. Now that you know how to make it, you can try different designs. Look, this one is a necklace with little bugs. Just shape the pieces and before they dry, attach the legs. It'll look great while you're gardening outside. And what about a necklace inspired by your pet? Yes, this necklace with little bones will look great on you. Now it's your turn to come up with great designs for the Art Attack tribe. Try it yourself and we'll have a lot more fun and color for you in the next Art Attack. Bye!